All right, so what we're going to talk about today is what we did in class, which is how do I get this data here, so my 10 launch distances, and make a chart, all right, that I can then submit and put into the submission form for Google Classroom. All right, so we have our distances here. Let's say that they're randomized. Oh no, I need to get them in order. Okay, so to get these in order, I'm going to left click, hold it down. So I'm holding the left mouse down, drag it, right click, and I select sort range. Or the other ways you could do this is if you don't have a mouse, you have a trackpad. So I'm going to use my pointer finger and use that to hold the left down, and then I'm going to use my index finger, my middle finger here. I'm going to use that. Whoop, there we go. My middle finger here, I'm going to use that to scroll down. So while I'm holding it down with my left, my index finger is scrolling down like so. Then I'm going to right click. I'll just use my ring finger to do that. Click sort range. I want to sort column B from A to Z. Yes, and it's sort range B to 3, B3 to B12. Notice it says that there. Great. Do not click data as a header row, sort, and it's sorted. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to now do is I'm going to populate these cells with the different parts of my box and whisker plot. You like how I'm using fancy words like populate these cells instead of just like put that in there? That's right, I'm fancy like that. So launch distance inches. Oops, I forgot my parentheses. There we go. Okay. All right, so I want to get the minimum in here. So to get the minimum, again, I need to select this whole thing. So same way you selected it before, okay? So I'm going to select this whole thing here. That's what I want. Okay. So whenever you're doing formulas in these cells, you always have to type the equal sign first. Equal sign first. So now I need to type in my formula. What is it equal to? Well, we're trying to find the minimum, so I'm going to type in, wait for it, minimum. And there's minimum right there. All right, and just like we've been selecting, I'm going to select the whole thing again. So left drag, and look, the whole thing populates up. I close my parentheses, and I have what I need there. Or you can do equals minimum, and you can type in the whole thing. So I open my parentheses myself, B3, colon, B12, close parentheses, and there you go. Either way, it works. And we're going to follow the same process for these other three as well. So equals, we're looking for lower quartile, so I'm going to do quartile. There we go. Again, I'm going to select B3 through B12. Now the difference with the quartiles is I need to tell it which quartile. I haven't told it which quartile yet. If I just close this and hit enter, it says NA. All right, it doesn't understand. It's not applicable. It doesn't know what I'm trying to do here. All right, so what I need to do is I need to tell it which quartile. So I'm going to put in a comma and then a 1. So I'm telling it lower quartile, quartile 1. And then there we go. Going to do the same thing with the upper quartile. So equals quartile. Again, I'm going to select B3 through B12, comma, and now we're in quartile 3. The upper quartile is quartile 3. So we hit comma 3, and there we go. And then the maximum equals maximum. All right, again, I'm going to select the whole thing, B3 through B12, close my parentheses for max, and then we have our max. All right, so here we go. Got everything that we need here, so now I'm ready to make a chart. So I go to Insert. No, I don't. First thing I need to do is select what I want to make a chart of. I want to make a chart of these 5 things all next to each other. So I go to Insert, Chart. All right, and I want to change what kind of chart I have, and I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom where it says candlestick chart. And there we go, there's my candlestick chart. And so then what I'm going to do, I was just curious if it would let me do it. I'm going to go to Customize, click on grid lines and tick marks, and I'm going to select each of these. So now I have this all populated on here. Great. And then what I'm going to do is go to the vertical axis. I'm going to change my minimum values. So I'm going to make this 20. And my maximum value, I'm going to make this 130. Press enter. There we go. So now you can see I got a little bit better idea of kind of how this is all set up on here. All right, and I'm going to exit out of this. I'm going to move my chart so I can see stuff a little bit better. All right, and then I'm going to zoom out a little bit. All right, and so now I can see everything that I have on here. And then you can snip this and take a picture. To snip, you just press the Windows button, which is between Control and Alt at the bottom left of your computer. So I'm going to Windows, Shift S all at the same time, then I release, and look, now I have this tool up here. I want to select this whole thing here that I want to snip. I have it. Great. Okay, and so sorry, it went over to my other screen. I'm going to save it, this little floppy disk here, and then I'm going to save it wherever I save it, so then I can add it into my document. All right, and that's it. Okay, I apologize, it kind of went over a little bit longer than I wanted to here, but hopefully this information was helpful. Thank you and have a good day. Any questions, you know where I am.